Above the heroes, above the gods, even above Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, there's a whole layer of Marvel reality that most people never talk about. These are the cosmic entities, the living embodiments of concepts like eternity, death, and the universe itself. Let's climb this ladder from the bottom all the way to the top, starting with the big purple guy who eats planets. Galactus is the ultimate survivor of the universe that existed before ours, reborn as the devourer of worlds. He isn't evil so much as hungry, roaming the cosmos, consuming planets to sustain his impossible existence. To keep the balance, he's actually a necessary force in the universe, which is why entities above him refuse to let him die. When he shows up, whole civilizations are just a snack. The Celestials are those enormous, armored space gods who experiment on entire species. And yeah, they created the Eternals and the Deviants. They travel the cosmos, passing judgment on planets, deciding whether life is worthy of continuing. In the MCU, we learned they even birthed new Celestials from planetary cores, which is horrifying and awesome. Arishem the Judge is basically the courtroom of the universe wrapped in a giant golden suit. The Stranger is one of Marvel's most mysterious powerhouses, a being whose origins nobody fully understands. He wanders the universe collecting specimens and studying life like a cosmic scientist with god-tier power. He's tangled with everyone from Thor to the Silver Surfer, and his strength fluctuates wildly depending on the story. Basically, if you meet him, you might end up in a jar on his laboratory shelf. The Phoenix Force is the embodiment of life, death, and rebirth, a cosmic firebird of raw creation and destruction. It's most famous for bonding with Jean Grey and turning her into the Dark Phoenix, capable of consuming stars. This thing exists to burn away what's stagnant so new life can rise, which makes it both a healer and an apocalypse. When it fully unleashes, it can wipe out entire galaxies without blinking. Eon is a strange cosmic entity that embodies the flow of ages and cosmic awareness itself. Its whole purpose is to protect the fabric of reality, and it does that by appointing protectors of the universe, most famously Captain Marvel's Mar-Vell. Eon looks like a floating alien mass of eyes and limbs, which is deeply unsettling. Think of it as the universe hiring bodyguards, and Eon is the recruiter. Kronos is an Eternal who ascended to become a cosmic entity embodying time itself after his physical body was destroyed. Fun fact, he's the grandfather of Thanos, so a lot of cosmic drama traces back to his bloodline. His consciousness now exists spread across reality, giving him near omniscient perspective on the time stream. He's a reminder that even the Eternals can graduate into something far greater. The In-Betweener is the living embodiment of all dualities, life and death, logic and emotion, good and evil. He was created by the entities Lord Chaos and Master Order to maintain balance between opposing forces. His body is literally split down the middle to represent that contradiction, one half light, one half dark. Whenever the cosmic scales tip too far one way, he's the correction. These two abstract entities represent the fundamental opposing forces that shape all of reality, disorder versus structure. They usually work as a pair since one can't truly exist without the other to push against. In the Infinity storylines, they played a huge role in cosmic events, even helping create the In-Betweener. Later, they got a shocking upgrade that made them one of the biggest threats the universe ever faced. The Beyonder came from a realm outside our reality called the Beyond, and he's insanely powerful, essentially a being for whom our entire universe was just a single point. He kicked off the original Secret Wars, snatching heroes and villains to a patchwork planet just to study desire and conflict. At his peak, he casually reshaped worlds and resurrected the dead like it was nothing. He's basically a curious child with the power of a whole cosmos. When Lord Chaos and Master Order merged with the entity Logos, they became a genuine universe-ending threat, hunting down all cosmic abstracts. This fusion sought to impose a rigid, dead order on all of existence, erasing free will entirely. It took the combined might of the universe's greatest beings to stop them. It's proof that even balance itself can become a monster when taken to the extreme. Death is the embodiment of the end of all things, and she's famous as the object of Thanos' twisted obsession. The entire Infinity Gauntlet snap was Thanos trying to impress her by wiping out half of all life. She rarely speaks and usually appears as a cloaked skeletal figure, cold and utterly indifferent. She's the counterweight to eternity, and one day even the universe itself will belong to her. Oblivion is the embodiment of nothingness, the absolute void, and the sibling to entities like eternity and death. Where others represent existence, Oblivion represents the total absence of it, the great emptiness beyond. He's schemed to unmake reality more than once, seeing non-existence as the natural state of everything. He's arguably even more terrifying than death, because death is an end, but oblivion is nothing at all. Infinity is the personification of all space in the universe, the sister counterpart to eternity. Together they represent the endless expanse of reality across every direction and dimension. She often appears as a cosmic feminine figure filled with stars, calm and vast beyond comprehension. When abstract beings gather to judge threats to reality, infinity always has a seat at the table. Eternity is the living embodiment of the entire universe and the passage of time itself, one of the most powerful beings in all of Marvel. His body is literally the cosmos, filled with stars and galaxies, appearing as a humanoid silhouette made of space. When Thanos claimed the Infinity Gauntlet, it was eternity he ultimately became one with. Almost nothing outranks him except the very top of the ladder. The Living Tribunal is the supreme judge of the entire multiverse, with three faces representing equity, vengeance, and necessity. Its job is to maintain balance across all realities, and its rulings are absolute, overruling even the most powerful cosmic beings. When the tribunal shows up, it means something threatens all of existence, not just one universe. It answers to only one being above it. At the very top sits the one above all, the supreme creator and the single most powerful being in all of Marvel, period. It's genuinely omnipotent, omniscient, and benevolent, existing above the Living Tribunal and every other entity. In some interpretations, it's even a stand-in for the writers and artists themselves, the god of the Marvel universe. Nobody defeats it, nobody outranks it, and its true nature remains a beautiful mystery. So which of these cosmic beings blew your mind the most, and who do you think would win in a straight-up clash? Drop it in the comments, and if you enjoyed this, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives.